Hi everyone, this is Parka here. Today is the second day of the Urban Sketchers Symposium. Today the workshops, activities and the demonstrations starts, and right now I'm outside the National Museum of Singapore. This is the front entrance of Singapore National Museum. These are the participants for Workshop A. Workshop A is playing with light and shadow. The instructor is Birzad Bagheri, and we are drawing the National Museum. This is actually the side of the National Museum. The front entrance is just beside. That's the instructor Birzad Bagheri doing the demonstration. That's what he's trying to paint. I'm right here back at the Peranakan Museum, and Matthew Brand from USA is conducting a workshop just across the street. Matthew Brand giving some tips to sketchers attending his workshop on light in watercolor. Here are some examples of paintings and sketches by the participants after the workshop, those who went to Queen Street and Waterloo Street. This looks like an oil or acrylic or gouache painting on canvas. That's James Tan and Lisa.
Hi.
They are urban sketchers from Singapore.
Yes.
Yes. So, what's that sketchbook?
This is James' fantastic artwork.
This is a book that I did when I was traveling around the world for 6 months.
And then he burned all his money.
Which left me bankrupt.
Almost
bankrupt.
Almost bankrupt.
So it's published by Basho Graphics, and it basically shows a few countries I've been to.
Europe and Asia.
Wow. This is quite a thick book. How much is this book?
I think it's retailing at $35.
Oh, okay.
But with discount, it's $30.
That's quite good for
And do friends have further discount?
friends, members discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have places like Montenegro, which most people don't even know where it is.
I know.
You know Montenegro? Not Monaco, Montenegro.
Okay, so this book is sold at Basho.
Yeah, it's sold at
people can
Basho.
go to Basho and take it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The afternoon session of workshops and activities are about to start. So we have quite a crowd here. What's this? Workshop P. Oh, I'm with Workshop P. Workshop P is with Shari. Oh, okay. I'll be following that. So all the participants are trying to look for their instructors using the signboards.
So we're going to spend a little time today going over the way that I approach sketching in watercolor. So I just wanted to start, you can all hear me, right? My day job back in Montreal is I'm a teacher, so sometimes I put on my teacher's voice. And once somebody knocked on the door, another teacher, and said, "You're too loud." So I know I can project my voice enough, I think, for all of you here. So, you know, a little bit of history. I started painting when I was 12 years old in watercolor, so I've been painting for a very long time. But I took a long break when my kids were growing up, and then when I got back to sketching in 2011, I think I've kind of approached sketching as a painting, because my training was not as a sketcher. Yes, I've trained in fine arts. I'm a graphic designer by trade. So I've trained in fine arts, but for me, a sketch was always a way to get to something else, which was a painting. So my background in design and my background in sketching is about designing the sketch, designing the image, and looking at the shapes that are in there. And that's what I'm always thinking about. I work kind of in two ways, and I have samples here, but I work in my sketchbook most often in ink, you know, doing things like that, ink and watercolor. But then I also work straight on watercolor paper without ink, just with pencil and watercolor. So this workshop today is more about my painting approach, my pencil and watercolor approach with the big brush. Because this is more, these ones or this other one are more based on the line work. So the structure is the line. Whereas the ones I'm going to show you, the structure is the form, shapes, big shapes. And that's how we're going to work today. I'm going to have to take quite thick paint to paint the darks because of the drying. Doesn't matter if the tree is not exactly the right thickness. I'm just saying tree. That person, when they go to do the sketch, is going to have a very easy time because doing the painting, because to that you just add the next step of color. But there's a direction there, and the pattern is really clear, and the shapes are really clear.
This is the lawn where the public sketch walk is going to be held on Saturday. That's the last sketch walk for the symposium to conclude it. So it will be held here in front of the National Museum. Let's take a closer look at what Sherry is doing.
Look how thick and dark that paint is, but it's just in small spots. But the one thing I'm happy about is this. I'm happy with the laciness of the foliage.
I'm outside the Singapore Art Museum. Actually, there are a few workshops happening right here. On my right side, we have Liz Steele, and then on the other side, we have Frank Ching. He's teaching perspective. So let's go and take a look.
I enjoy doing this. I enjoy drawing. I enjoy teaching drawing because what I want you to do is focus on you have to develop your own style approach. Okay? And again, I'm explaining my approach. You have to integrate it into your own way of working. Right? So again, you're going to be experiencing different approaches throughout the symposium. And when you go home, whatever you do, you integrate it into your own. That's the most important thing. And so, first you have to enjoy it. Try to see the things I'm seeing, but also, you're going to see it the way other people see it. But there's some principles that are important: proportion, scale, contrast.
This is Liz Steele's course on pointless perspective. They are sketching just right outside of the Singapore Art Museum. It's almost 5 p.m. The shadow coming down is lovely. Real G, what do we have here?
Actually, I don't know what the building is.
Are you part of the workshop?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just doing by myself.
Oh, okay.
So what is this building?
Singapore Art Museum.
There we go.
That's the front. See?
Okay.
I don't use these instead of watercolor. I use these as water soluble lines. There's a big difference. If you want to paint with watercolor, paint with watercolor. Don't use these as a soft option for watercolor, but they have a different purpose. So I use them because they give me line and texture, and they give me very like I dip them in. I get a lot of different variety in the texture, and they're my fast tool. But like anything, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to start using them now, because they take a long time to get to know the colours. What I always do is I try to draw, if something's punched out, I try to draw the shape of it on the front plane of the box. So here, you've drawn the plane, then I draw all of those outlines, and then I come in and draw the depth out of it. So I draw the outline on the box and then carve it out. We love pointless perspective!
There are sketchers sketching just outside of NDC. Oh, what's that? That's a parking coupon. That's actually our Singapore parking coupon.
So to recycle the used coupons, I decided to sketch on the back of it.
Oh, okay. That's KK's sketch. Did you use Twig today?
No, this is
What is this?
pen.
Oh, is
Hero
it?
pen.
Oh, Hero Pen. Okay, that's interesting because
It's
Very nice.
not my normal tools.
not your usual tool. It's also very loose and expressive. I can tell from far away that's your sketch. Let's take a look at other sketchers. They are all drawing the St. Joseph Church, which is just beside NDC. Okay, I'm gonna head back in. The USK board is giving a talk right now. They are telling us about the things they do and what the board is all about.
Yeah, I think I see a change in my approach. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with this approach of simplifying people.
Sketches are strange. You're tired, you draw. People tired, they just rest.
Releases somehow chemical in your brain.
This is pencil and
Hi everyone, I'm back at home after a long day of walking, sketching and making the videos. Today is the first day only and there will be 2 more days, so I'll be making 2 more videos. So remember to subscribe to the channel as well as follow up with the updates on the main Urban Sketcher blog. You might also want to check out the Facebook for the Urban Sketchers, as well as look for the hashtag USK Singapore 2015. See you tomorrow.